But here's a story about Rabbi Mendel Futafas. He was in Siberia at hard labor for 7 years. And part of that work that he did over there was he was in a big group. They used to chop trees down for lumber. There was a group, let's say 200 people in every group. And every day there would be some sort of injuries. A tree would fall on someone would chop someone's finger off, or someone would break a leg. And the guards really couldn't care less, what happened to the people. But the thing was, it was time consuming. They had to carry the people away. And also it lessened the number of men that they had to work, so they couldn't produce as much results at the end of the day. So Rabbi Mendel Futafas, he requested that he be given some sort of a job that he wouldn't have to work on Shabbat. And of course they refused. But on the other hand, they respected him because he stood up for his principles, and they saw that he was a genuinely religious Jew, and he thought about others as well as himself. And he did his job, whatever he had to do. And he was also brave. He was Christian, he was positive. So they sort of, they were able to bear him. Anyway, so one day he went to the manager, but they refused to let him, rest on Shabbat or give him some sort of a job. He didn't have to work on Shabbat. Anyway, so and the injuries continued. One day he went to the head of the manager, the soldier or whatever that was managing this whole big work detachment of prisoners, and he said to him, "Listen, in Judaism we have this thing of making a reckoning at the end of the day. When you say Shema Yisrael, at the end of the day, you make a reckoning of what you did in the day and to improve it. Let's do the same thing here. Every day we finish work let's make a short meeting, 10 minutes, and everyone just make suggestions. You just listen to everyone, and they can make suggestions how we can prevent injuries. And you listen to the ideas and the suggestions, and you utilize whatever you want to." So the manager said, "No, that's a good idea." So they did it. He did it, and every day they said, and they made, he made suggestions, and sure enough, the number of accidents that occurred went down like hundreds of percent. Instead of there being every day, 5 people injured, or every week, 10 people injured, it was like every month there was 1 person, 2 people injured. It was much better. And because of that, the manager, whatever the army, they allowed Rabbi Mendel, they gave him a job where he wouldn't have to work on Shabbat. And he could count the number of logs, or he could do whatever he had to do. And maybe people would hand in their axes or something, he would count them. But nevertheless, he didn't have to do any work. He didn't have to write. He didn't have to this. So it shows the importance of making a proper and a truthful, honest inventory of what we do in the course of the day, in light of what we could have done in order to improve our service of the creator of the universe and to improve the universe.